I love the phrase, like, more often things are caught than taught.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm hanging out with you, I'm going to catch on to some things that are important to you. Or so I wonder, like, culturally, how did things shift for you from being with your mom to going into foster care, and you went to, 5 or 6 different homes? Tell me what those homes looked like. Like, were they culturally similar, racially similar? Like, how did things shift each time?
So basically, most of my homes were basically like black, but like when I was living with my cousin, I went to like a all Mexican school, so it was just kind of different.
Yeah.
Cause I was like, I'm like black and everything, and it's like they're Mexican. I'm like, I can't learn certain things from them, but they know how to cook and stuff. So
yeah.
like I learned some of the stuff from them, and then when you go from all black, you just see the difference. And then like the last home I went with was all white, and it's just different because like I feel like they don't know about like certain cultures and stuff.
Yeah.
Cause like I got made fun of not washing my hair every day, and I'm like, I can't wash my hair. It makes my hair dry.
Like, I'm not supposed to wash my hair every day.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to do that, and yeah, that's just how it is. So it's not their fault. They just don't know.
Right.
And it's just hard to just get used to that. And sometimes you don't accept it because you're like, man, like I miss my old school and how they used to do things and everything, because they're just different. Like other people are different.
Yeah. What were some of those big differences? So you talk about this last home you were in, and I know mom's white, dad is Mexican, I believe, right?
Yes.
What were some of the biggest differences from being in, your home with your biological mom to some other black families' homes to now this home? Like, what were some of the biggest things that you picked up on and noticed?
I feel like the big thing I noticed is how people talk. It's just when it comes to songs or like interest.
Like, when you say how people talk, like, what kinds of things? What do you mean, like how they talk?
I feel like different cultures have different slang, and like when
different
you move,
slang?
Yeah, different slang. And when you move to like a whole all white, like I had to change my slang because people didn't know what I was saying.
They didn't understand you, huh?
Didn't understand me, so it got annoying, and I had to change. And that's what I had to do. When it comes to when I moved in with Kristen and then Iggy. One of the difference when I went to church with them, it was just different because church over there is like an hour, and I was like, what? An hour? Like usually I'd be in church for like 4 or 5 hours. Like we'd be in there for a long time, so it was just kind of weird. Like just the little things. Yeah. Yeah. Just
Music being different.
Yeah, music being different. Food being different.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just that's how it is.
What were like some of let's talk about food for a second. Like what kinds of foods would you say you missed? Like that was different, that you're like, I've never had this before at this home, or I missed this from before?
I low-key missed when I was in with my cousin with an all Mexican school. I did low-key miss their snacks and everything, because those were the bomb. Like
what were they?
I don't even know what they were called. Like I just went to it was like a candy store.
Yeah.
And I just went I just bought them. Let me get one of these. So I just miss those kind of snacks, and like, yeah, especially when it comes to snacks, because you go from all white and from all black. I moved to Kristen and Iggy, and I'm like, where's the certain snacks here? You don't got certain snacks here. And like you have to go all the way to the city for the stuff I want. So it's just like
you couldn't even find it out here.
No, you can't find it. Like it's so weird. And I was like, how y'all some people don't know where some of the stuff is. And it's just like, and then it's just so like sometimes it's kind of annoying. Like you're trying to make conversation, like, oh, do you know what super donuts are and stuff? And like they don't know. And I'm like, what? How you don't know? Those are the bomb. So yeah, that's just how it is.
Sure. I know I've talked to Kristen, and one of the things I remember talking about was just even culturally, like movies. There are some movies that are like important as a black family or a black child to have watched even if you didn't necessarily enjoy the movie?
Yeah.
What were like some of those movies, or what would you say some of those things are?
I feel like most people, well, if you should know, like, everybody should know at least like Friday, House Party. That's like like Menace to Society, Juice.
Yeah.
Like, you should know at least some of those.
Okay.
But like at a certain point, I didn't know what it was. So I
Yeah.
was
Okay.
like some of the movies I didn't know what it was, because I was like I never got a chance to really like sit down and actually watch TV because I was moving around and I didn't really get to do normal stuff. So I had to catch up. So that's what I had to do.
Yeah. Were there movies that you feel like were culturally important that you should watch that you didn't enjoy? Would you say, like, oh, we got to watch this, but I didn't really like that movie?
Yeah, watching on like especially Roots.
Roots.
Yeah, everybody knows you have to watch. Like, my grandma and my mom made me watch some of it. It's all about like how slavery was and everything, and it's so boring because it's like so long. And my grandma and my mom have like all of it. Like, they have Roots and Roots: The Next Generation. I didn't even know they had a Next Generation with Holly Berry. Like, I didn't know that. So I'm like, I don't want to watch this. So thank God I got out of it. But
what explore some of this stuff in terms of like growing up and you're in high school. What were some of the thoughts and feelings you had that you were wrestling with that you did keep to yourself?
I was really thinking, well, when I was in foster care, I was really thinking about my mother and how my family was, because my family is not like the richest people. We're pretty poor, and I would just be feeling bad for them, and I really wanted to do something about it, just because I know my sister's always struggling, and I just hated that I can't never do anything to help.
Yeah.
And that was just going on throughout my life.
So I would imagine that that felt kind of helpless.
Yeah.
Like out of control, loss of control, like there's nothing I can do, but just like some turmoil with that.
Yeah.
In what ways would you say fear or concern, worry, trust played a factor in each of the homes and that you lived in, and how you behaved or how you reacted as a result?
When it comes to foster care, I feel like it has a lot of trust. You have to have like a lot of trust, because you move into another foster care, like another foster parent just like ruins your trust dramatically, and so that's how sometimes it's hard to connect to another foster family, just because somebody else has dogged your trust. So it's just kind of hard, and that's why when it comes to foster parents, they just need to be patient with the child. You can just try to support them and everything.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing you can really do.
What did you feel like your foster parents did well?
They did well when it comes to supporting me. When supporting me when it comes to certain stuff. They were just there when I just needed them. I think that was a good thing. When I first moved into Christian, they wrote me on a dry erase board in my room, we're happy to have you here and everything, and they wrote their numbers, and if you need anything, just text us and everything. And I just feel like it just felt like I was welcome. So I think that's what they really did well on.
What other ways did they show support for you? Like, how did you feel supported?
I felt supported when I used to go to my games or something, or like it was something really important to me I want to do or something. Like, oh yeah, sure, we can do that, and try to talk to me about like my interests and stuff, just to get on the same topic as me. So it was just nice.